Good morning, Manuel. How are you doing today down in Baja, California, sir?
Hello, everybody. Well, just enjoying the beautiful heat of Baja, going towards the summer. I wish you some, and send you some warm all the way up to Seattle, Tad.
Well, it's definitely cold and chilly here. It is not summer yet in Seattle. And funny enough, we're doing an interview today with you about your upcoming trip to Zimbabwe with Imvelo Safari Lodges in a few months, but it's actually probably going to be pretty chilly in Zimbabwe and Hwange, or chillier certainly than Baja. You may not have expected that, but it is the winter in Zim, and Hwange gets kind of cool in the morning. So we'll have to review your packing list, after this interview.
Yeah.
But I just want to welcome you and thank you for joining us. I'm Tad Bradley from the Cassini Collection up here in Seattle, as Manuel said, and we represent Todos Santos Eco Adventures in Baja California Sur, as well as Imvelo Safari Lodges over in Zimbabwe, in Hwange National Park. And we've made a really cool connection here between the two companies. The owner of Todos Santos Eco Adventures, Brian and Sergio Haragi, they actually went over on safari in 2018 to Zimbabwe and experienced the Imvelo camps and all the incredible wildlife in Hwange and Victoria Falls as well. And then a year later, they sent one of their chefs from Los Colibris Casitas, Chef Iker, over to Zimbabwe, and he spent about a month in the Imvelo camps training all their chefs in Mexican cuisine. And now we've kind of started this exchange program, and Manuel, you're the first of the guides from Todos Santos to head over to Zimbabwe. And we're super excited to see where this goes, but we thought we'd just do a quick interview with you today and in advance of your trip to see how you're feeling about it,
Right on.
kind of excitement you have, any kind of nerves and concerns. And then we'll do an interview when you get back and see how it all matches up, which will be kind of fun. But to start, I just love to get your impressions of what this trip might be like. It's your first time to Africa. I think you said it's your first time abroad out of Mexico. So this is a pretty big trip for you. In your mind's eye, in your dreams, what do you think this experience is going to be like on safari in Zimbabwe?
Well, first of all, kind regards to all of you, Tad. My name is Manuel Rodriguez. I'm one of the head guides for Todos Santos Eco Adventures, and very, very excited because I'm going to Zimbabwe in Africa for the first time ever. But not only that, as you said, it will be my first trip ever abroad, and that is actually quite exciting because of all and the flights involved, looking for in Zimbabwe and how they run their trips and their logistics, and that will be definitely an eye-opening trip. And I am extremely excited about it and looking forward to start and go make it one of memorable experiences and a lifetime experience for sure. That's what I'm all about.
Well, it's definitely going to be a trip of a lifetime for you as your first trip abroad, especially. It's a big trip. You're going halfway around the world on safari for the first time to Africa. Do you have any concerns or worries about making this big journey?
Well, you always ask people who have traveled a lot, because we are in contact with this kind of people who are always in trips here and there, and they give you their impressions and their tips about certain logistics or things to do, things not to do, and that's always helpful, and gives you like a little more peace of mind before the hype of the trip, for sure. And just gonna let it all go smooth and go with the flow, obviously tighten the logistics and connections, but try and get as much as possible. No big concerns, honestly. I know there's good and bad everywhere you go in the world, but what is going to be the worth it part, it's going to be definitely the trip itself and what I'm going to experience during this whole time. I'll try and squeeze the best out of every day as much as I can, for sure.
I think the worst part will be just getting there, Manuel. It's a long trip from Mexico to Zimbabwe. So get through those long flights, and then once you're there, it's going to be well worth the long journey. So yeah, I was saying you're one of the lead guides for Todos Santos Eco Adventures, and you actually won the guide competition, which Brian and Sergio put on, which is why you're headed to Zimbabwe. This is the reward for winning that guide competition this year, which is amazing. But you clearly have a ton of knowledge about marine wildlife. Do you think any of that will translate to the terrestrial species in Africa? You know, sea lions, are they anything like terrestrial lions, do you think?
Not even close, but what it is really exciting, obviously you have some knowledge about how to interpret, ecosystems and whatnot. This is totally a mind-blowing, ecosystem is where life began. So this is going to be beyond, any possible expectations. And I want to thank, obviously, TOSEA for the opportunity of traveling abroad, and my colleagues who are very competitive could have been in this same place that I am now. And looking forward also to meet the guides at Imvelo, their staff and everyone, and hopefully one day they can come down to Baja and we'll show them around and they can see other parts of the world as well. That's going to be very, very exciting for them, I'm sure, as well. So we're going to try and put this link together and try and generate content, of course, and try to enjoy every single day out there. That's the goal.
Absolutely. What are you most excited about experiencing while on safari in Zimbabwe?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, there's so many species already, antelopes and lions and giraffes, and then what they're doing with the white rhino conservation, and what this guy Jack did with all the biking and running with the cobras. I'm trying to get already, familiarized with what they're doing, because it's really something. It's not just an effort of conservation somewhere in the world. It's just really putting a whole species at a protected area with potential poachers still around and furtive hunters. I mean, they don't have it easy, and it's quite admirable what they're doing. I want to witness that in my time there. If I can be helpful at all and be part of it, 100% up for that.
Awesome. Well, you're clearly following Imvelo's social media with all the exciting things happening with the rhino and the Cobra's anti-poaching unit, and yeah, you're going to have so many experiences. It's really exciting. It's fun to imagine safari through fresh eyes like yours. So it'll be really great, like I said, to hear about your experience after the fact. I guess the last question I have is, we had Chef Iker from Los Colibris Casitas visit a few years ago, 2019, and he spent, like I said, a month working with the chefs at the Imvelo camps on the Mexican cuisine. So we're going to find you in the kitchen trying to refresh their knowledge of Mexican cooking.
Well, Chef Iker, has set the bar quite high, because he's an extremely good chef, and also some of the chefs that works for us as well, they're amazing cooks. And obviously, as guides, we act as cooks in some styles of trips. So we learn our tricks from here and there, and these cooks and our moms and our aunts. So yeah, no, if there's definitely an opportunity to express some of what we know, and which is very well known across the world, we'll see what we can put together, and that will be amazing for sure. The kitchen is where the party's at all the time.
That is the truth. That is the truth, especially when Chef Iker is involved and margaritas. But we can't wait to hear about your experience, Manuel.
That's for sure. There'll be a party there.
We can't wait to hear about your experience in a few months' time, and have an amazing safari. We'll be following along on your adventures. Any last words or last questions you want to ask me before we let you go for the day?
Well, no, definitely. The excitement grows, more every day. I can't wait for the 1st of August to make it happen. And I mean, you can plan and you can only imagine, but once you're there, I'm sure it's going to be a mind-blowing experience. And I want to transmit this to all of my colleagues in TOSEA, and also to try and be helpful there and be part of it. and to make out of this opportunity a lifetime experience for sure. That's my dream.
Well, I have no doubt you're going to make lifelong memories from this trip. So safe travels, enjoy your safari. We'll be following along, and then we'll do another interview when you get back in September.
Thank you so much. Looking forward for it and to share tons of pictures and content and the experience of it all. Thank you so much, Tad, for your time as well.
All right, take care, Manuel. Safe travels. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.